What is going on, lads, and welcome back to Pokemon FIFA. This is episode 8 and we are going to be finishing off our journey from Palatown to the next city over, which name escapes me in this episode, but we're just going to jump straight into a battle first and hopefully carry on our winning streak, as we haven't lost a game yet since the very first episode in Pokemon FIFA. Bearing in mind that if we do, one of our players will faint and we won't be able to use them in the next battle. So you can see we've come up against a pretty decent non-rare silver team from the Serie A / an Italian one. It has a couple of bronzes thrown in there. It's basically a team that we would be going for if we were doing the Italian leagues, but we are not. And we're going to start off with our Bundesliga team. Now we break down the wing here and we're going to end up scoring a really nice goal. And if you guys want to go and do the same sort of thing, if you want to go and buy yourself some awesome players, maybe you want to build the final team that I am working towards, the all goal with some team of the years and team of the seasons and informs and stuff like that in Pokemon FIFA, there's a link down in the description to UT coins for you where you can go and get yourself some coins. Use the code AJ3 and you will get yourself 5% off. But as you can see, we did go 1-0 up, pretty sharpish, a nice little cross in and a nice header from Roker, and then we are cutting inside with Yesel and an absolutely beautiful finesse into the far corner to give us a 2-0 lead. And that's actually how the game ended. How boring was that second half? We went into half time 2-0 up and there was barely even a chance in the second half to even show some highlights of. So a very boring game there, but we have got the evolution anyway and we're going to be evolving HOFMANN this time. So he's a decent CDM. I would recommend him if you're going to be building a bronze German team or a bronze Bundesliga team, but he has got to get evolved and we have got to evolve him into SCHMIEDEBACH is how I am going to pronounce his name. I'm pretty sure that's right. And he is, again, a very decent player. If you're going for non-rare or a German or a Bundesliga silver team, this guy is a very good player. He's a 74 rated even though he is non-rare, and I would recommend him very highly. But as you could see from that last game, it was a very boring game. There wasn't really too much highlights to show you. So you guys are going to see in a second. What we are first going to do is we are going to run up here. We were hoping to get a little bit of a battle in that grass, but it didn't end up being. Get ourselves another evolution. But we are going to run up. And remember I was saying about if we did get a loss, we would of course have one of our players faint and then we wouldn't be able to use them in the next game until we can heal them, and that is what we're going to do now. We don't have any players that are fainted, but we're just going to run in there and fix ourselves up in here just in case we've took any knocks, get our fitness back up, because you will see in a second as we come out of this Pokemon Center, we are going to speed everything up because we did end up just running around and exploring the city, and you guys are going to have to wait and see what we do come across. So, Nurse Joy has thanked us for giving us our Pokemon. She's restored them to perfect health for us, and she hopes to see us again. Personally, I don't hope that we do see her again, because that means we'll have lost a battle and we have made one of our Pokemon faint, and we've got to sort them out and get them healed so we can bring them back into our squad. But as you can see, like I said, we are just speeding it up because I was just running around the city in circles until we come across a gym. So, this is going to be the first gym battle of the series, lads. And we're going to go in there. First of all, we have got to fight Brock's henchmen. So that is what we're going to be doing in this episode. And the next episode, we are going to be having a gym battle. It is going to be against another YouTuber. Fingers crossed it is going to be against Capgun Tom. He said he would do it. I just need to organise playing that match against him. And what I want to ask you guys is, because that last game was so boring, would you guys instead, just in case the game against Tom is boring and I can't really get much highlights out of it, would you like to see it live instead? So as I am playing against Tom, I will record myself and I'll just show you the live highlights of that one game for the special episode of Pokemon FIFA. So that is my question of the episode for you guys with this episode. So if you could drop the answer to that down in the comment section. Would you like to see me just commentate over the highlights, or would you like to see me literally live reactions of what happens in the match? And that goal there, what the fuck? How is a bronze team, a bronze English team that we came up against, expecting a bit more from the gym leader guy, but what an absolutely insane goal that was. Crazy goal. But then we are of course going to reply straight away. 19th minute, Yesel picks up the ball, brilliant pass, but the ball breaks loose and he darts onto it and smashes it into the bottom corner to pull us back into the game in the 20th minute. Quality finish from there after an absolutely unbelievable pass. Shame that it couldn't be finished off at first by whoever he passed it to, but we will take the goal anyway. And you can see that we are going to once again, 10 minutes later, bag ourselves another goal. This time Hoiberg smashing into the bottom corner. Some pretty poor goalkeeping, but that's what you get when you are using bronze goalkeepers. So we are going to take them goals, and once again, nothing happened in the second half. So this is why I was asking you guys, as these two games have been pretty boring. There wasn't really too many chances or goals. So hopefully the game against Tom will be exciting. But for now, we are going to be getting another evolution. And this time it is going to be Roker that's evolving. He scored that weird header against the goalkeeper in the first game. But we will take any goals that we can get in order to get these evolutions. And we've evolved him into Mancien, is I think how you pronounce that name. So we've actually got an English guy, which is very strange. There's not many English players who do play outside of the English leagues, but he is one of them, and he is playing in the Bundesliga. So He's a pretty quick centre-back. He's got 74 pace, which is really good, and it's nice to get him in the team, as the rare bronze centre-backs weren't very quick. They only had about 60 pace between them, and the non-rare ones were actually faster. But that is where we're going to leave this episode, lads. It is coming up to about 5 minutes, so even though the games were pretty boring, there was a little bit of Pokemon in it, so we haven't got too short an episode. So hope you have enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your suggestions for maybe the gym leader if we can't get a game against Tom, but we should be able to sort that out. And whether you want it to be a normal episode or a special live episode, leave that down in the comment section. Would really appreciate it if you would hit a like on this video, as it really does help me out. Thanks for watching, lads. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next time.